Where my girls at? Where my girls at? Independent, free spirit. Ooh, it's something serious. Where my girls at? We ain't linked up in a cool minute. Where my girls at? It's going down, down. Where my girls at? It's going down, down. It's going down tonight. We going out tonight. Yeah, right. We going out tonight. It's going down tonight. Yeah, right. It's going down tonight. We going out tonight. Yeah, right. We going out tonight. It's going down tonight. Yeah, right.
Where my girls at? That's a real question today. Where my girls at? It's going down. It is Gloria Mayfield Banks, and we're looking for where the girls at, where the girls at for sure. That's the question today, for sure. That's the question. Welcome to We Got Issues with the Force of Friendship. We're so excited to be here with you guys. Seriously, so much going on in the world, so much going on in our personal lives, so much going on in your personal lives. So we're so glad that you turned in to here at 6 o'clock. Carol is here, Dre is here, and more coming on the Facebook, on YouTube, on iHeartRadio. We're so excited to be with you guys today. Listen. I don't know. I'll just tell you this. None of my friends go around with nothing on the nails. Okay. None of my friends go around with nothing on their nails. We are so excited to talk about nails, nail care, the salon business, everything about it, customer service, and all about it. So I'm so glad you guys are tuning in with us. You know, this is a fabulous time. The tree outside my house, which is my favorite tree in the whole world, and I've traveled a lot of places, but this tree, the apple blossoms are coming. It's beautiful. They're starting to blow away. It looks like snow in the summertime because it's so bright outside, but it's such a pretty time. And the mulch is going to be coming in next week. So I love the smell of mulch. I love the smell of spring. I love the feel of summer. I love the heat. So I'm excited about that. Then we got family coming in. I'll talk a little bit about that for sure, but we got family coming in. You guys say it with me. Hot mess. Gloria's a hot mess.
Always. Ain't nothing new. You always go through this. Whenever family comes in town, you lose it. You know, you should be used to the rhythm and the roll by now. They're used to you.
Yeah.
You need to be used to them.
You know what? If it was your house, I bet you have food all lined up, plenty of food. I got plenty of beds, plenty of towels, plenty of rugs. We have 12 people going to spend the night here over the weekend. I brought in 6 beds today, 6 queen size beds today. This is now called Hotel Banks. This is the Hotel Banks. Okay. So, and we're going to hang out here. It's going to be so much fun. I got to nail the food down because, you know, that's not my wheelhouse. Ken's like, do I need to order sandwiches? I said, yeah, order some sandwiches. Somebody's gonna cook some food in here, but you know what? Our theme song, part of it says "Where the girls at?" Where the girls at? And someone missing, so I'm gonna turn it over to Sabrina. What's going on, Sabrina? Geneva on the lake. We know that look. Like y'all know my flowers. We know her window. So what's happening, Sabrina?
Oh goodness! Just thankful Thursday. Thankful Thursday, as Carolyn Muse said. You know what? Our girls are in Cancun. Chrisette, Katrina, they're in Cancun having fun in the sun. And we're just glad to be live, you guys. Thank you for hanging with us. The last 2 days, we have not been live, but this is a live broadcast. I know somebody yesterday, I guess we said it was Monday, and somebody didn't know it was recording. Like, today is not Monday? Today is not Monday? So I had to put in the
Y'all, let me tell you what. Let me tell you why this is why we're getting a program manager. You're not supposed to say all that, Sabrina. She telling everybody this makes this not an encore show because she be telling us. We're
Oh,
trying to run a
no,
radio
no.
show
I
here.
think our people need to know that we work hard to be here whenever we can, however we can. So thank you, because so many encores. It's like, I ain't thinking about them chicks. I ain't thinking about them chicks no more. And so thank you for listening, you guys. 9:10 a.m. We got issues. We are girlfriends, 30 plus years of friendship. North, south, east, west. We live in all parts of the country, and we're excited to come together to talk to you about different issues. So call us today, you guys. We're talking all things nails. I just got mine done. Had a beautiful lunch today, Gloria, with ATM and
No,
Robin. I did. I saw
no,
the
again.
baby. I saw the baby. I feel so lucky. I got to hold him. He is just so precious.
He's a
And so
mess. He is so beautiful. He is a beautiful,
he really
lively,
is.
excited baby.
Just smiling at everything. You talk to somebody else, he thinks you talking to him. I mean, that baby is well loved. And so went to a beautiful restaurant. So the sun is shining. Yesterday, you guys, 33 degrees yesterday. When I tell you I sunk into
Wow.
a deep depression. I mean, but they did say that was abnormal. They said it was one of the coldest April days in this area on record. So that made me feel good, because when I tell you I had on my flannels, I had the fireplace on, everything.
You had all those sweaters to force the friendship. I mean, we got issues people gave you. The purple one, the black one, you had them all on.
All of them. So, Gloria, we're excited to talk about your show, your guest today. So we're ready to jump right in. Tell us who we got, what we're talking about.
Okay, but before we go there, y'all. Okay, so we don't know much about this, but if you guys know a little bit about it, call in and talk to us a little bit. We heard LeVar Burton. Is it LeVar Burton?
Yeah.
Burton is going to get a Lifetime Achievement Award. You guys, he came on the scene in Roots, and now he's going to get he's really taking his career to a philanthropy place where he's really making a huge difference with children. So I love that. And then Sabrina said before we got on the show that Viola Davis, there's some controversy out there about her playing Michelle Obama. And did you guys see that she was interviewed by Gail and Oprah for her new book? Yeah. And so that was amazing about her memoirs and where she came from and her background and the conversation that she's having, not just about Black girls, but dark-skinned Black girls and living in a poor white community. I thought that was amazing. So I cannot wait to, number one, hear about the LeVar. Thank you. Hear about the controversy with Michelle Obama, because the woman is one of the few people, I think there's 22 people who have ever got the Tony, the Emmy, and the Oscar, like 22 people. And she's the first African-American to get all three. So she's an actress personified. And so I don't even know what the controversy is, but it's going to be something I'll look up.
A lot of people just said they didn't like her. They thought she did a poor job portraying the First Lady. So she got a lot of criticism, and she finally responded, and she said, it says Viola Davis responds to criticism of First Lady Michelle Obama portrayal. And she says, critics absolutely serve no purpose. And she went on to say that not everything is going to be an awards-worthy performance. So she said that herself, that if I didn't do a good job, if I could have done better, everything I do is not going to be awards worthy, which was interesting. She went on to say, I mean, they've been giving her a fit. And she said that it's been incredibly hurtful when people say negative things about my work. How do you move on from the hurt, from failure? She said, but you just have to. Not everything is going to be good for everybody. She said, critics absolutely serve no purpose. And I'm not saying that to be nasty either. They always feel like they're telling you something that you don't know. Somehow that you're living a life that you're surrounded by people who lie to you. And I'm going to be the person that leans in and tells you the truth. So it gives them an opportunity to be cruel to you. But ultimately, I feel like it is my job as a leader to make bold choices. Win or fail, it is my duty to do just that.
Wow. I love that. I love that. I love her strength. I love her confidence. I love her
That's right.
communication. I love that she said what she really believes to be true. And she called herself a leader, not an actress. I'm a leader. And that was powerful. Very powerful. Very powerful. You guys, we have some callers on the line, so we want to go to the callers because they might be calling about this. But before we do, let's just bring in our guests because I'm so excited to have Lynette with us. Lynette Walls is here and she's going to bring up on, and then I'm going to come back and introduce her. Lynette, we want to leave you so everybody can see you, and we want to welcome you to We Got Issues. Welcome you to We Got Issues. We're going to go to the radio real quick and check in with our guests. Who's there? Who's there to talk to us? Is that Robin or Marathon? Is there somebody there? Anybody? Okay, Robin, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, there she is. Okay. Woo. That silence is deadly on the radio, girl. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for calling. We got issues.
And it's the first time. Oh yeah, that issue. Yeah.
Are you calling?
What you talking about? I just got on a few minutes ago, so I came here on an introduction.
Okay. Well, we're going to be talking about a lot of things, but one of the things we're going to be talking about is nail care. Is this your first time listening to We Got Issues?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a new listener.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, listen in to us, and as we go forward with the show, you might want to call back in and give us your comment or some news that you know about, because we love it when you guys call in. Love it when you call in. So stay with us and welcome to our tribe.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, stay with us. Stay with us. Okay, great. Thanks, Robin. Thanks. Marathon, are you there?
Hello, how y'all doing?
We're doing great today, Marathon. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I had a question about nails. Is it okay for men to wear clear nail polish on their hands? And I'm not gay.
Make it very clear, Marathon. Make it very clear. I'm going to let Lynette answer that. I'm going to come in and introduce her in a minute. Lynette, what is the trend for men with nail care and clear?
yeah.
Okay. Hello. So when it comes to the men world, and that's either men that are what he just said, gay, or straight men, either or, men are now starting to wear polish or designs on their nails. But, when you get to a certain age, you have a certain look or statement you're trying to make about yourself. So some men don't want to go glossy, but I feel that there's nothing wrong with a man going into a salon and getting a clean cut manicure and getting a top coat added to it, or even a little buff shine. There's nothing wrong with that, but get your nails done, men.
That's good. That's good, Lynette. That's good. Marathon, that's a good question. We love when you call in, Marathon.
Hey, girl, because I get pedicures.
Good.
Nothing wrong with that.
Wonderful.
You keep it right and tight, Marathon. You keep it right and tight. You always call in, and we appreciate that. Thanks so much for calling in, Marathon.
Okay, now, bye-bye.
I love it when you call into the conversation.
Oh, no. All you guys are listening, you know women who get their nails done. It's a hot topic today. So call in at 313-778-7600. Call your girlfriends and tell them to call in. Let's talk about Lynette before we go to break. Lynette, we're so excited that you have come on We Got Issues today. You're going to bring a wealth of information about an industry that we don't talk about often, but we often feed into it. It's a part of our lives. Early this week, we went to a restaurant. Ken and I went to a restaurant. It's his birthday. That's why we got a whole lot of family coming in. It's going to be a big celebration. People coming from all over the country. We're very excited. And it's interesting. We sat down with the hostess, and I asked her to take a picture of us, and she said, "Oh, I like your nails." I said, "Thank you." She said, "I'm going to get my nails done in 2 days, and I have no clue what color I'm going to put on." I was like, wow. She's thinking about her nail color 2 days before she's getting her nails done. I mean, this is a serious market. But let's talk about Lynette Walls, founder and CEO of All From the Heart Designs. I love your name, From the Heart's Design. That's beautiful. Which is rebranded in early 2018. Lynette's passion for nails arose after having a lifetime long love for nails and helping others. Her journey for nails started in her early teens. After many compliments and her own excitement, she put the nail brush down. She never put the nail brush down. I should never read. That's the bottom line. I should never read. Lynette started working her first salon as a sweet renter in Decatur, Georgia at just 17 years old. So we're going to have a little conversation about that. A young entrepreneur at 17 years old is going to be an amazing conversation. This was after some time Lynette would consider this would be the darkest moment in her life. However, she drew strength from it. Lynette decided that she would write her own story, not allowing anyone, I love this, to calculate her worth ever again, because she stands in a category of her own. Lynette, very strong words, very strong dictation. So we can't wait to hear a little bit more about you. Before we go to break, are you from Georgia originally?
I'm not from Georgia. I'm originally from New York.
Yes. Really?
Yep,
what part of New York?
Long Island. I was raised in Long Island, New York.
Okay, Long Island, New York. Oh my God, we're going to dive into Lynette Wall when we come back. We're so excited to have her friends with us at We Got Issues. So we're so excited for you guys. We're going to go to break really quickly, as you know that we do at 6:15, and we'll be right back. You're listening to 910 AM, the superstation WFDF out of Detroit, Michigan, and we're internationally heard around the world, and we're so glad to have you with us today. We'll be right back. Yes. I love this. I love this. We have a lot of excitement about this topic. Even Lisa said last time she had a mani-pedi done, a young male college student shared he has pedicures done as an athlete to take care of his feet. You know, that's a very important topic, Lynette, that we'll get into, because there's one thing about the way the nails look. It's another thing about how they affect your health, because it really does make a difference. Lynette, now 29 years old, is foremost passionate about parenting and being a parent of two amazing, intelligent, handsome young boys. I love that description. And she's an aunt to 8 amazing nieces and nephews. She's also passionate about her craft, her interpersonal skills, and creating opportunities for others. Lynette, we spent a lot of time on this radio show talking about taking people to the table, and then people get to the table and reach back and help other people to get to the table. So I'm so proud that's what you talk about. Nail classes, Lynette enjoys leading by example and offering hands-on training to others who are interested in being in the nail care profession. Also obtaining her instructor's license for other opportunities. Now, this is not this is not all of All from the Heart designs, and Lynette as she explores her amazing avenues. So Lynette, tell us a little bit about your story. Take us back and tell us how you got from New York to Georgia to sitting on this stage as We Got Issues as an entrepreneur. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be on here with you guys. So, take you back. So when I started from New York, okay, so I always loved art. I've always loved drawing and painting and different things like that. And I've always been creative. I moved here when I was a little girl, about 8 or 9, and with my family, still in school. And I was in middle school where I learned how to do faces and 3D faces and things in body. So once I learned how to do that, then I knew it was more to just art than what I was doing, you know, as I was growing up. But still in my middle grade years, my siblings and them, they were wanting to do their nails. And that's how I was introduced to doing nails, because they were doing theirs. One or two of them couldn't really do it right. So I opted to come in and to assist. And them allowing me my way, as what I call a canvas, I started putting the artwork on it and just getting so many compliments and me liking it myself. I never stopped doing nails. That day and every day after, I just continued on the journey to doing nails, learning more and educating myself to be where I am now. So yes.
So
And
did you have a role model that sort of took your hand and took you along?
In the nail industry, no. I didn't even know, I just found out this year, which makes me feel even closer, that I actually have a family member who was also a nail tech. But on this journey, I felt that I was the only one doing it. And I didn't have anyone around me that knew about nails or was interested in or doing the same thing that I was doing. So I was, you know, on the journey, on that journey alone at that time. And when I went into my first salon, like I mentioned, as a teenager, and the salon owner, I knew a little bit that I need to have paperwork and certain things like that. But that salon gave me an opportunity to grow. So if anybody had nudged me along, was that salon giving me an opportunity to be in their salon, seeing my craft and allowing me to work under their shadows and things to get to where I am now. Because now where I am, I know more about the laws and rules and the regulations. And I wasn't really supposed to have that opportunity, but they gave it to me. And I thank them for that, because I don't know where I would have been without it. So,
right.
So yeah.
I was wondering. I was like, she owned a nail salon at 17. You had your own booth.
No, my own sweet space. I actually went into that salon, and at the time, I still went to people to get my nails done. So I called the number, and they said they didn't have a nail tech, and I said, "Oh, really?" I said, well, I do nails myself. They said, well, come up here for it. I said, well, let's set an interview. I went up there with my portfolio at that time. When I look back on those old pictures to now, oh my God. So I went up there with that portfolio and I was professional. It's a certain way about me. And I went up there just being myself and I got the position and I had my own salon space, own separate interests, everything. Everything that a lot of people are looking for now, at a good price, just different things like that. I got to experience it at a younger age. And like I said, I'm so thankful to that salon for giving me that opportunity.
Wow, that's amazing that you would have your own place. Okay, so take a second and tell us about your business, All from the Heart Designs, because you traveled, right, as a nail tech. Can you tell us a little bit about your business?
Yes. So I am a licensed traveling nail tech, and I currently service Georgia, Virginia, South Carolina, Florida, and anywhere you are. So I do weddings, parties, and that's just me as Net the Nail Tech. However, with All from the Heart Designs, we offer everything nails. And most people ask, what is everything nails? So we offer high quality nail products that are welcoming to beginners and pro nail technicians. We offer nail kits, one-on-one and virtual classes to us and to groups as well. So I offer classes, and they're also tapered for the younger youth children. I know a lot of parents, their children want to do nails. They don't know where to turn or who to go to. I do offer classes to the youth as well. And we also have the class side, the nail supply side. Let's see. Did we touch everything? That's that. So I think we just about touched everything there. We also have a accessory line with All from the Heart Designs, which offers protection to people that feel that they need it, as well as entrepreneur items and things that people can buy to invest in themselves or feel good or give to others.
Wow. That's
A
that's
lot.
quite the business. That's quite the business. But let me say this to you because I love this that I looked up online. I looked up and saw that the among technicians, 84% are women and 16% are men. However, when you talk about by race, 53% are Asian. These are the technicians. 53% are Asian, 35% are white, 10% are Hispanic, 2% are African American. 2% of all technicians are African American. Are you surprised by that statistic or not?
I'm surprised in two ways. I'm surprised because I do feel that I see a lot of us out here. Now, if those numbers are coming from who's on the paperwork, who's on the books, who's legit, then yes, that could be about accurate. But then again, I also feel when it comes to the African American community and us trying to be entrepreneurs, there's a lot of rave about we don't offer the consumer what they're looking for, or we lack somewhere in our businesses. So when it comes to me being a African American nail technician and entrepreneur, I see some of the struggles that we have on the backside where our own kind don't even want to support us, where they rather go into the other places. So then our businesses fall short and we end up closing them down. So those numbers could possibly be right. Some people don't even want to invest in themselves and go to school and get the necessary paperwork behind them because they don't have the support or they don't see where someone would come to them. So, but I am shocked by those numbers.
Very, very interesting. Very interesting. I want to tell you about the nail care market. It's estimated at 11.6 billion by 2027. The global artificial market is growing by 4%. It talks about that, but it says the global nail polish. I know why you're into nail polish. I see why you're into nail polish, but the global nail polish market is $19.4 billion
Unbelievable.
Billion dollars
Unbelievable.
just for the nail polish.
And a bottle cost that's a lot of units. I mean, to get to 19 billion, that's a lot of inventory moving. My goodness.
That's a lot.
Wow.
That's a lot. Lynette, one of the things they talked about was the different art that comes in that the industry stays a lot alive because of so many changes and so much of the art that goes with it. And I know I've sat with Sabrina sometime and she said, girl, have you tried that new technique? And I was like, I don't know about that new technique. She said, it's the dip. I'm like, the dip? And then it's this, and then it's this, and this, and this. How do you feel about the changes in the industry? Are they fast enough? Are they on trend? Are you excited about it?
There's a lot of trends out here, but then there's a lot of myths. So how do I feel about it? I mean, I like some of the new artwork that's coming out. The SNS process, if everybody does it in a safe, clean manner, I would love it, but everybody doesn't. So then you have to worry about people coming to you and wanting you to fix someone else's mistake. And that's when you spoke about the dip part. So one thing I would say about some of the trends that are coming about for nail techs, if any are listening or look at this later, is to educate yourselves. Do your best to educate yourselves and not just, throw things out there. But I'm trying to stick with the trends myself. Like I said, I started doing nails in 2006. I'm down with the scope and encapsulation. I love a lot of things. I love to do freestyle work where the client allows me to create whatever I want to create. And sometimes that may come with creating their story. I have some people where they come sit in that chair, tell me something, or it's for a certain event, and I can just create. But so that's how I feel about the new trend.
Well, yeah, we're going to have to come back to that because I truly want to hear about all that you hear about in the nail salon. Because, I think about all the people that we hear from the hairstylists, and I know the conversations you have, for real, we're going to come back to that. So girlfriends, call in 313-778-7600. We want to hear what you love about your nail tech. We want to hear a little bit more about Lynette as she traveled. When you said travel and you talked about all these different states, we're going to dig in deeper. And then I'm going to turn it over for Sabrina to ask you a bunch of questions because the girl knows she can ask some questions. I'm very excited. We'll be back because we got issues at 9:10 a.m. the Superstation. We'll be right back to you after this break. Life is what you make it, what you make it. Life is what you make it, what you make it. Life is what you make it, what you make it. And we got to make life while the other girlfriends are cooling it out in Cancun, in the sun, in the fun, with the blue water. Sabrina said that water looks so gorgeous because we're sitting up here, 32 degrees in Ohio, 50 degrees in Maryland, and they are coming back to the party with a tan. I just can't even stand it. I can't even stand it. Lynette, we're so very excited that you're here with us. You guys, we're talking about the big industry. We said the nail care industry was big, but when you put hair, nail, and skin, the salon market together, it's a $42 billion market. So this is a big market with some big information. Over 1 million hair and nail businesses in the United States. 1 million. 1 million hair and nail salons in the United States. So this is a big deal. I want to hear, Lynette, from you, and then I'm going to ask Sabrina. But tell us how you travel from state to state to state. I thought that was amazing. I thought you traveled around the state, but you traveled across states.
Yes. So I just hop in the car on appointments. I have, in one of the states, I had family, which they would bring me, clientele and stuff like that from them having their nails done. So that's kind of how it started. And I also had a friend that I traveled with a lot out of town. And I was just like, I want Off from the Heart Designs to be everywhere. And it was just one particular time I just was like, I'm going to pack up my stuff with me just in case. And that's how I end up getting customers in different states. So my goal is to get Off from the Heart Designs all over. We do ship out of the country as far as supplies and different things go. But I want Off from the Heart Designs to be known everywhere. And as far as on the salon side, I do want to have different things going on in different states other than just Georgia. And I want to continue to travel and service people in all industries, not just for special occasions doing nails.
Very good. Sabrina?
Oh my goodness, Lynette. Oh my goodness. Let me see your nails. They look so pretty. Let me see those nails. Wow. They're so gorgeous.
They are.
Okay, so tell us, what is that application? I love white. I tried to go get white yesterday, and the nail tech was like, oh, the white powder's messed up, blah, blah, blah. I started to walk out, but I had to just stay because I need my nails done. But tell us what's on your nails. That's almond shape, right?
Okay, so no, this is stiletto.
Oh, stiletto.
Stiletto.
Ashy. Ooh, they ashy. Okay. These are stiletto nails.
Okay.
And this is the design. You probably can't really see that well, but they're ombre with the American ombre. And I have some bling designs on two of them. Two designs.
Really?
On those. And on one of them, I have my limited birthday acrylic powder, and that's with ombre. So I had that going on both of my hands. And this is, I actually love this set. I really do love this set. We also offer, if you guys love this set, but can't wear your nails long or don't want to do it sharp because you have the babies at home or you have to work, we offer custom press-on nails. So,
wow,
that's something to be excited about. Yes, we offer custom press-on nails that fit to your hands, and we also ship out one size fit all sets, and you can get any length that you want. Be a diva for a day, and all that good stuff, and get exactly what you want on your nails, and we ship it out to you. One and done. So
that's amazing. You ship out those kind of press-on. I mean, the industry is really changing because during COVID, so many people stopped going, of course, to the nail salon. So we had to go to press-on or doing our own nails. And some people like my Katrina, she has not gone back to the nail salon, which is amazing to me that she used those press-ons and they look so good. They look so good.
They do.
They really do. So tell us a little bit, Lynette, what is the safest application now that you think for nails? on top of your natural nails? What do you say? Because there are some varying opinions out there.
Okay,
And
but before
then,
she does, I'm sorry,
okay,
before she does, we have a caller. Let's go to Tracy
okay,
really quickly. Don't forget that question,
okay.
Sabrina. Tracy, you called in. We got issues, and we want to hear from you. Talk to us.
Hello, this is Therese.
Therese, hi Therese, how are you?
I'm fine. I have a question for your guest.
Yes.
I'm interested in knowing if she has talked among her coworkers and different ones in the nail business as to why there are more African Americans who are pedicures.
Who do pedicure?
Yes.
Okay. Right question in that. Why aren't more African Americans in the pedicure part of the business?
Whew. Can I say that I don't know and not look bad? Because I can't really answer that question. I will say though, we need the consumers to take good care of their feet. That does not start at the salons. That starts at home. Good hygiene, clean, clean undergarments, and then if you're seeing the issue before going to the salon, go to your physician. Because when a lot of people come into the salons after not having their feet taken care of or properly cleaning them, over time they come into us and expect miracles. And that's not just on just African Americans, that's in all salons. But for me being a licensed nail tech, I know that I'm supposed to turn away certain type of consumers that come in with certain type of feet. I'm supposed to turn you away.
Right.
So some
Right.
probably don't get into that because you have people with illnesses, funguses, and different things like that. So just so that they can protect themselves and not cause the consumer any harm, they just don't do it. Now that could be one of the reasons, because I taught the nail salon politics all day long with my friends. But if you just look at it on the scope of people not knowing the rules and different things of it, that could be one of the reasons why some just don't do it, because you have some people that have certain issues going on, health issues that's going on, and one wrong move can cause a bigger problem, cause a bigger issue.
That's excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Trace, for calling in. I appreciate that so much. That's a great question. It's very interesting how you cannot cross the line as a medical doctor and a pedicurist. And then what you said was about the hygiene that people have. Because some people, I've seen people, they spend all day on their feet. Like they can rub stuff into their feet like forever. And then some people don't ever put nothing on their feet until they have to, like sandals. So it's different. We have a couple of callers. Gabrielle, are you there for us as a caller? Are you there? Did you call in? Did we got issues? Did you call in? All right, Gabrielle.
Talk to us. I'm so excited that you're here.
Well, I actually called in. I'm one of Lynette's new clients.
Yeah.
I have been going to my nail tech. I'm 33 now, but I've been going to my nail tech since I was in high school, like 10th grade high school.
Wow.
And I was one of the people who, like, no, I love my nail tech. I'm sticking with my nail tech. But I actually just, maybe about a month or two ago, have Lynette to do a set for me, and I absolutely loved it. Because not only did she take her time, the work was very neat, and I like very neat nails. I like very classy nails, and even with her blues, it did not appear ghetto, if you know what I mean. So I absolutely love it. I actually just called in to pop her up because there's a lot of, black nail techs that are not professional, and they promise you something, and then when it turns out, it's a whole other way. So I just wanted to send props over to Lynette. I really appreciate her, and I do plan on continuing to get my nails done because, like I said, she does great work. And even with her customizing, it was a whole consultation before the appointment, so I got to let her know, what I was looking for, and she honestly delivered in every way on my style. So kudos to you, Lynette.
Yes, Gabrielle, we love engaging customers that call in. We love that. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. That is exciting. We love callers that call in, especially when they
Yes, to talk about the fact that they have a personal relationship with them and what they've done. So that's awesome. Yes, that made such a
Thank
difference.
you.
And I'm so glad that she talked. She said, I'm 33. Do you know women ages 18 to 24 are the most frequent customers of nail polishes and styling services? That was very interesting to me. Isn't that something? 18 to 24. That means they're getting that money. And the first thing they're doing is going to get their nails done, right? Right? They're going to get their nails done.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm glad that she comes to me because I have a small child, so it is so easy for her to come to my home and to do it in the evening versus me trying to take my child to the nail shop. We run around, that whole thing. It's so convenient, and I really appreciate her and her skill.
Well, we appreciate you calling in, and you have to call in, Gabrielle. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that.
Thank you for the great school.
You're welcome. That's awesome. Welcome to We Got Issues. Then we have Kashia. Oh, we have a break. Thank God. We have another caller.
Oh, the callers are calling in. This is exciting, Lynette. Thank you for bringing your tribe over here to We Got Issues. This is exciting. We'll be right back, you guys. We'll be right back. We got a few more minutes and a lot to get in. So we'll see you right after break. And we're at 9:10 a.m., the Superstation, WFDF, and We Got Issues. We'll talk to you in just a second. Yes. Kiss my boyfriend on the cheek. Kiss my boyfriend on the cheek. I love our song, Kiss the Boyfriend on the Cheek. That's right. We got another guest, you guys. We got another caller. This is caller in day. Caller in day. Croatia. Did I say that right? I bet I didn't.
Hello? Oh, I'm fine. My first name is Barnett. Looks like the last name Barnett, but they put the E on it anyway.
Well, welcome to We Got Issues. We got welcome and we got issues. Tell us what you call it.
Well, I know Lynette personally.
No, just drop it. I'll see if I can get it back.
She'll probably call right back. We'll try. Okay, so tell she calls back. Sabrina, what we get ready to ask her.
Before we went to break.
Lynette, what's the safest nail? You know, we go from acrylic to gel to dipping powder. What's the safest nail out there these days?
What's the safest application is the question, correct?
We can
The
hear
safest app. Can't hear me clearly. Let me see.
No audio.
What about now?
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the safest application, nail techs don't get on me about this, but the safest application is when it's being applied correctly. Not only that, to the consumer, your nails are not tools. I'm not saying to walk around like this all day, but they're not tools. So we have to walk around with them as art, grace them with art, not doing too much beating up and digging up dirt, and expect your nails to stay healthy. And if you're getting cuts and stuff in your hands and keeping dirt in them, not keeping them clean for you not to get infections or your nails start peeling. But the safest application I feel is one that's applied correctly. I use all of them. I've done SNS, I've done the acrylic, I've done the builder gel and the regular gel manicure. All of them, in my opinion, are safe applications as long as they're applied correctly. When it comes to SNS, SNS is acrylic. Don't beat me up about this. And I know my peers are probably raising the roof right now hearing me say this. But at the end of the day, it's how that tech applies the product to your hand. Do not pry your nails off. When you're ready for a new set, go to your nail tech and allow them to soak off your nails. Don't just rip them off or pry them off with credit cards and floss and all that good stuff. Don't bite them off. Those are the things that cause your natural nails to start thinning. And if you've gone to somebody where whatever they apply is connected to your skin, it will cause your skin to start ripping and peeling. And when you're doing all those things and not keeping your hygiene together and putting your hands in chemicals, that's what causes infections and different things like that. This conversation could go on and on, but as long as it's applied correctly and the consumer ourselves do our part, all of them are good methods.
That's excellent.
So interesting.
That's so good. What were you going to say, Gloria? Go ahead. Yeah.
No, I was just saying that's so interesting what you said about as long as it's applied right. You guys, the acrylic nail, I looked this up. The acrylic nails invented in 1934 were designed by a dentist, and he started the process to prevent people from biting on their nails. It had nothing to do with the purpose of acrylic today. It had nothing to do with beauty. He just did not want people to bite their nails off by a dentist. That was so interesting to me. So interesting. But Barnett called back in, Lynette. Barnett, are you with us now? We got issues. Did you call back in?
I am back.
Yes.
When she was talking about the ripping, because I live in New York, and I had to actually come down to Atlanta to see her because, I went to the nail tech for years. I told her how thin, pressing on my nails, sometimes it would hurt. And she said, how did they take it off? I said, well, it's kind of soaked, and then they use a metal card to kind of peel it. She said, well, it's probably damaged nails, remember. So, when they called in, I took some time off and went down there so she could look at my nails, treat them, and I put me a new set on. And I would also videotape him doing my nails so that she could see. Yes, the chocolate chip cookies, 3 I'm in McDonald's. Yeah, because I'm just getting off from work, and I'm glad to get off the subway before I had 10 minutes. Yeah, but she really did go in and help me get putting my nails back in order. So, she's really good at what she does, and I fully, make sure that you know the value of your service, and make sure people pay you. There's no discount. You can't go to the other store, the uniforms, and get a discount just because you know me. Make sure people understand the value of the service that you provide. And I think you just not put your foot down, and your craft is your business card. And she is really good. She really follows the ABC of her profession. And I would take her, take a plane, and I could get that. Oh, okay, get on that bus and ride on down there and fly back. I'm ready.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Up, Lynette, and educating the rest of us on a woman getting paid her worth. That's a whole show in and of itself about women understanding their worth, not discounting their services, as well as providing such excellence that people should be excited to pay you, excited to tip you, and excited to come back. And I love the fact that you videotape so you could show other people what's right and what's not so right. So thank you for calling in to We Got Issues, because you had issues with your nails and you flew from New York to Atlanta to get them fixed, to see Lynette, at All From the Heart Design. So that's exciting. Thank you so much for calling in. Absolutely. Sabrina, tell us a little bit about your show tomorrow, then I'll close out with Lynette.
Oh my goodness, Lynette, this was a great show. So much education, so much information. We love uplifting entrepreneurs like yourself who do such a great job. So thanks again for being here. Tomorrow, we highlight another entrepreneur. You guys, she has a shoe store in one of the largest malls in the Cleveland, Ohio area. When I tell you her shoes are amazing, styles, colors, prices phenomenal. Gloria, you would love her shoes. I mean, really, she has some amazing shoes. And so we're going to celebrate her and talk about her shoe store. So
awesome.
Make sure you guys tune in. Every woman loves shoes and nails, right? Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Lynette, we're so glad. We know it's going to be a great show tomorrow. And we're so glad you were here today. You're an amazing mom of two amazing sons and an auntie and an entrepreneur at 29 years old. You guys started at 17. But I want to tell you something, Lynette. Your personality and your commitment to excellence was very obvious, very obvious. So we're so excited that you got on the show. We're so excited that you take this industry so strongly, and that you're an amazing example and an African-American who is doing it in this industry where we don't have that much representation. We love you, and we're so glad you're here with We Got Issues. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, you guys.